are going to study about the circle's analytical form in two dimensions. Okay, it is now first, what is the circle definition? As you know, a circle is what? A circle is the locus of a point which so moves on a plane that its distance of the moving point, wherever is the moving point, is always at the same distance from a fixed point. This fixed point is called the center of the circle. This fixed point is called the center of the circle. Okay, and the moving point, wherever is the moving point, the distance of the moving point, this is suppose a point P, which is a moving point. Okay, the distance of the moving point from the fixed point is always same distance, and this same distance is called the radius of the circle. Okay, and it is the point is moving on a plane. So this is a plane. Okay, and this is the locus of the point is called the circle. Okay, now the equation of a circle means what? What is the meaning of the equation of a circle? The equation of a circle is the equation of its circumference. The equation of a circle means the equation of the circumference. That is, it is a relation between the coordinates of the moving point on the circumference involving some constants which depend on the location of the center of the circle and also on the radius of the circle. Okay, so this is the relation. Equation actually is the relation between the coordinates of the moving point on the circumference of the circle, and it involves some constant which depends on the location of the center of the circle and also on the radius of the circle. Now we are discussing about the different forms of the equation of this circle. Now the standard form, first we are discussing about the standard form of the equation of this circle, standard equation of this circle. Okay, now what is the standard equation of the circle? Now suppose this is the circle, okay, and this is the moving point whose coordinates are suppose x and y, and the center of the circle is suppose C. Its coordinates are suppose h and k. Suppose we take the coordinates of the center as h, k. So according to the definition, Cp is the radius of the circle and it is always constant. Okay, now here Cp is equals to radius of the circle, radius, okay, which is equals to a, and so Cp squared will be what? A squared, and a squared is what? A squared we know is the Cp squared. So what is the Cp squared? This will be x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared. So this is the standard form of the equation of the circle. So this is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared is equals to a squared, where a is the radius of the circle and h and k are the center of the coordinates of the center of the circle, and x and y represent the coordinates of any point moving on the circumference of the circle. So this is the standard form of the equation of the circle. Okay. Now we are taking some special cases of the equation of this circle. So first case, we are taking the center is lying on the origin. Okay, so the center is lying on the origin. Now see, here center is lying on the origin. So this center is 0, 0. Okay, and this is the moving point P, X, Y. Okay, so this distance is A. Okay, so what will be A then? So PC squared will be equals to A squared. Okay, so this will be X minus 0 whole squared plus Y minus 0 whole squared will be equals to A squared. So on solving, what we are getting, X squared plus Y squared is equals to A squared. So this is the equation of the circle which is passing, whose center lies on the origin. Okay, now we are taking the second theorem of the special case of the circle. Okay, now the second theorem is the center, the circle passes through the origin. Okay, circle passing through the origin, passing through the origin. Okay, 0, 0. Now see, here is the x coordinate and y coordinate. X axis and y axis. Okay, so this is x axis. Okay, and this is the y axis. Okay, and here the circle is passing through the origin. Okay, so this is the origin, and suppose this is the center. Okay, its coordinates are suppose HK, and this is the moving point P. Okay, here it is XY. So now if we draw a perpendicular from C on the x-axis, so according to our means the coordinate of the center. So what does it mean? Suppose this is CM is the perpendicular from C on the x-axis. So this distance OM will be the x coordinate of C, and CM is the y coordinate of C. So this distance OM will be h and CM will be equals to k. So this is the radius. CO is the radius. Suppose this is A. So and this is the perpendicular. Okay. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, A squared will be equals to h squared plus k squared according to the Pythagoras theorem. So the equation of the circle will be what? Now see, x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared is equals to a squared. So a squared is h squared plus k squared. So we are putting that value. So now open the bracket x squared. So from here, now we are expanding it, x squared plus y squared minus 2hx from here minus 2ky from here, this middle term from both these expansions, and here it is plus h squared plus k squared is equals to a squared. So which is x squared plus k squared. Now x squared plus k squared are cutting from both the sides. So what we are getting here? So x squared plus y squared minus 2hx minus 2ky is equals to 0. So this is the second standard form of the equation, particular case when the circle is passing through the origin. Now the third case we are taking when the circle is here the circle is touching the x-axis. Okay, so this is the y-axis, y dash. This is x-axis, x dash, x. This is the origin. Now the circle is touching the x-axis. Okay, so this is the center. Now let's suppose the coordinates are hk. So what we know, this x-axis will be the tangent to this circle. Okay, so here if I suppose the circle is touching the x-axis at the point M. So if I will join CM, so this will be the radius, CM will be radius, and this will be perpendicular to x-axis, because radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So CM will be the what? The distance of the center point from the x-axis. So what is the distance from the x-axis? The distance from the x-axis is the y-coordinate. So the radius is equals to k. So here the radius of the circle is a, which is equals to k. So what will be the equation of the circle? Okay, so this is the point pxy is the movable point on the circumference. So this will be x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to a square. Okay, now a value is k. So we are substituting that. So we will here have expanding. So x squared plus y squared minus 2hx, 2hx, okay, and here minus 2ky plus h squared plus k squared is equals to a squared, which is equals to k squared. So k squared and k squared is cutting from both the sides. So we will have x squared plus y squared minus 2hx minus 2ky plus h squared is equals to 0. So this is the equation of a circle which is touching the x-axis. Now I am taking the next case when the circle is touching the y-axis. Okay. So what will be the equation of the circle there? Now see here. Here these are the coordinates. Now I am explaining what is the equation of the circle which will be touching the y-axis. So here the circle is touching the y-axis. Okay, so this is the center. H K is the center. This is the center C. So this will be the y-axis will be then what? Y-axis will be then the tangent to the circle. Okay, so this will be the tangent to the circle. Okay, and the this will be perpendicular. So the distance of this point from the y-axis is the x-coordinate. So here the radius. So this is suppose CM. M is the point of contact of the C with. So this is the M is the point of contact of the circle with the y-axis. So CM will be the radius. Okay. So CM will be equals to here h, the x-coordinate. So the distance of any point from the y-axis is the x-coordinate. So A is equals to h. So equation of the circle will be what? Here moving point is suppose x1. Okay, so CP will be A, which is equals to h. Okay, so it will be x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to a square. A value is h. So now substitute and expand it. So x squared plus y squared minus 2hx minus 2ky plus h squared plus k squared is equals to a squared. A value is h. So this is h squared. So h squared is cutting from both the sides. So what we will have? X squared plus y squared minus 2hx minus 2ky plus k squared is equals to 0. So this is the equation of the circle which is touching the y-axis. Okay. Now we are taking the next case when the circle will be touching both the axes. Okay. So now the circle is touching both the axes. Okay. So these are the axis, x-axis and y-axis. This is the origin. Okay. Now here the circle is touching here y-axis and x-axis. Okay. So the circle is like this. Okay. Now these are now x-axis and y-axis are now what? The tangents of the circle. So suppose the center is C. So what will be the distance? So if I suppose the circle is touching the x-axis at the point M and the circle is touching the y-axis at the point N. So these will be Cn. So these are the tangents. So Cn and Cn will be perpendicular to the y-axis and Cn will be the perpendicular to the x-axis. So the distance of this point. Now suppose the radius is A. So these are A and A. Okay, so these will be the radius or radii Cm and Cn because it is the distance from the center to the circumference. Okay, and as we know the coordinate of the point x coordinate is the distance from the y-axis. So y-axis, the distance is a, and the coordinate of c from the x-axis. The y coordinate is what? The y coordinate is the distance from the x-axis. So this is also a. So the coordinate of the c is a, and a is what? The radius of the circle. Okay, and suppose this point is x and y, moving point. So here the center is a. So what will be the equation of the circle? So this will be x minus a whole square plus y minus, so the center is a and a. So we x minus a whole square plus y minus a whole square is equals to a square. Now on expanding, what we will have? On expanding, we will have x square plus y square minus 2ax minus 2ay plus a square third terms from both these expansions is equal to a square. So a square cuts from both the sides. So what we have? X squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2ay plus a squared is equals to 0. Okay? Now we are taking the next case when the circle is passing through the origin and whose center is lying on the x-axis. So see here. So these are the y-axis, okay, and this is the x-axis. Now the circle is passing through the origin, okay, and the center of the circle is lying there. The center of the circle is lying on the x-axis, okay. So what we have? Suppose now see here. This is the center. So the center is lying on the x-axis. So its y coordinate will be the center. Y coordinate will be what? The center's y coordinate will be 0 because any point lying on the x-axis, the y coordinate is 0. Now the radius is, suppose now its x coordinate will be what? X coordinate is suppose h. Okay. Now the radius is a. Okay. So radius is a. So what is the radius? So radius is equals to the distance of this point from the circumference. So CO is the circumference. CO is the distance of the center from the circumference. So this is the radius is a. So its x coordinate will be a because the distance of the point C from origin is a. So x coordinate is a, and the y coordinate of the center is 0 because any point lying on the x-axis is y coordinate is 0. So the center's coordinate will be a0. So what will be the equation of the axis? Suppose P is the moving point xy. Okay. So its equation will be x minus a whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equals to a square. Okay. Now on expanding, what we will have? X squared minus plus y squared minus 2ax. Okay, and here it will be 0, the middle term. Okay, plus a squared is equals to a squared because the third term is 0 here. So a squared is cutting from both the sides. So this is x squared plus y squared minus 2ax is equals to 0. Now we are taking the next case when the center of the circle is lying on the y-axis and the circle is passing through the center of the circle is passing through the origin. Here the center is lying on the y-axis. Okay, and the circle is passing through the origin like this, and this is the center of the circle. Okay, now this is the center. So here the radius is a. Suppose so here this is CO will be equals to the radius because this is the distance from the center to the circumference. So suppose the radius is a. So this CO will be a, and the here the CO is the y coordinate. So this is a, and the x coordinate is 0 because any point lying on the y-axis, the x coordinate is 0. Okay, so this will be 0a and the radius is a. So what will be and suppose this is the moving point xy on the circumference. So this will be the equation of the circle will be x minus 0 whole square plus y minus a whole square is equals to a square. Okay, now on expanding, what we'll have? X square plus y square. Here the middle term will be 0, and here it is minus 2ay. Here the third term will be 0. Here it is a square. So this is a square. So a square is cutting from both the sides. So x square plus y square minus 2ay is equals to 0. Okay, so these are the seven special cases which I have discussed. Now the general form of the equation of the circle is what? The general form of the equation of the circle is the x squared. Now I am discussing the general form of the equation of the circle. The general form of the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. Okay, so here the center of the circle will be minus g minus x. That is half the x coordinate with the opposite side and half the y coefficient. Sorry, half of the x coefficient with the opposite side and half of the y coefficient with the opposite side will be the center. And the radius of the circle will be what? The radius of the circle is square root of g squared plus x squared minus c. So this will be the radius of the circle. Now the next topic. Now what will be the equation of the circle, which is now the diameter form of the equation of the circle. Diameter, whose diameter is given. The endpoints of the diameter of the circle is given. Diameter form of the equation of the circle. Okay. Now of the circle. Now suppose see here. There is a circle. Okay. And here the diameter of the circle is given. Here suppose AB is the diameter of the circle. Okay. So the endpoints of A and B are given. Suppose the coordinates of A are x1, y1, and the coordinates of B are x2 and y2, and P is any point on the circle. It's suppose the coefficients I am taking x and y. So if I will join PA and PB, so what will be the angle this? APB will be 90 degree because any angle on the semicircle is 90 degree, as you know. Okay, so the slope of PA multiplied with the slope of PB will be minus, okay, minus 1. So let slope of PA, so PA is equals to m1. So what will be the slope of PA? So this will be the difference of the y coordinates. So y minus y1. So y minus y1 upon the difference of the x coordinates. So x divided by x minus x1. Okay, so this is the slope of the PA. And let the slope of PB is equals to m2. So what will be the slope of PB? It will be the difference of the y coordinates divided by the difference of the x coordinate. And here it is x2 y2. So this will be y minus y2 divided by x minus x2. Okay. Now m1 into m2 will be minus 1. So m1 into m2 is minus 1. So now put the values. So we will have y minus y1 divided by x minus x1 into y minus y2 divided by x minus x2 is equals to minus 1. So now if I will multiply and then here take this denominator this side. So this will be the cross multiplication. So this I will have y minus y1 into y minus y2 will be equals to minus x minus x1 into x minus x2. So bring this side. So this will become x minus this come this side, it will become plus x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 will be equals to what? 0. Okay, so this is the equation of the circle on the whose diameter and points are given. Okay, so this is x1 by 1 and this is x2 by 2. So the equation of the circle will be this. Okay, thanks.